just fast track the end of the season here. We're back for another episode of the Slipstream Racing Series. Ready to take on Iowa. Final short track of the season. I mean, is there like there's a ton of them? I mean, there were 4. I think 4 short track races. There's 2 Iowa races. There's Bristol and there's Richmond. Oh no, there was Phoenix. Such a short track in this game, right? Okay, so there was 5. Then there were 2 road courses, 3 super speedway races, and then the other 14 are speedways. No, I'm not biased. Blame NASCAR for having so many of them. There's a few that I'm not even using here, like New Hampshire and Dover and Pocono and Darlington. So, like, you know. Starting to make a habit now of unplugging and replugging in, or plugging back in, replugging. Does that even sound like it's a word? My microphone, to make sure we don't have things like what happened in the previous episode, where I definitely had the mic plugged in the entire time, and it just chose to not record anything that came from it. So that was fun. Not really, though kind of hated it, you know? That was really jarring. There was usually more of a fade out than that, and I thought the game just like straight up crashed. It's been a while since I've driven on iOS, so I have to kind of remember how this works. Can't accelerate that fast, okay.
Alright, coming to the grade, this one counts.
I should have done some off-stream practices because I did not remember how to do Iowa whatsoever. Nearly a second off of pole, 24. That's high 20 or like low 20s is where I almost always qualify. It seems like. How is Jake on pole? How is Cerno in 4th? Flanger doesn't even surprise me at this point, nor does Mojo Jojo. What happened to Taylor? She's 15th. Why is Ferb in 19th? Why is Blossom 27th? Why is Marissa 30th? Interesting. That is all I can say. Interesting. I've never seen a rear gear change. What? Gino looks slow, but I've never seen that message before. A rear gear change? Huh?
We're going green. Be ready here. Reach out, let's go. Hold your line. Got one inside. Clear down low.
Gino looks slow today, but still qualified me, so that gives you an indication of how my qualifying works. Which is to say, it didn't really work at all.
You got room. You're clear.
I feel like I shouldn't have to be braking, and yet I do. Okay, Sorako, you changed lanes into me. I have my own problems to worry about. I don't need you cutting me off 1-3 wide, alright? was off. I mean, that was correct. That was like the first one I got right. Like, I just don't remember having to brake for this track, and I do. Like, 100% do. So either I'm just garbage right now, or my memory is just garbage. Something is not good here. Ah, check up!
Outside, outside. Gonna go line now.
Also, my eyes are getting blurry for unknown reasons. Not really helping my driving by any stretch. Like, I'm not that tired yet, so it's not that. I had to go as low as possible because I knew Buttercup was down there, and I know exactly how Penske AI are in this game, and I was going to get absolutely swan dive. Interesting problem. See what I mean? No, go away. You're not wanted here right now.
More to go. Yes, still there.
How did Cerno get ahead of Jake? What happened here?
Stay low.
And I managed to half-ass my way to 2 stage points.
That'll earn you a few stage points.
I don't really know how I got here to 9th place. We have enough fuel to reach the end, so that's great. Tire wear not really that much, so really I don't think there's any threat of pitting anywhere in this race.
You're coming to the green. Be ready here. Outside, outside. Good eye, bud.
Big restart. Taylor's cutting me off. Flanders is in the top 5. Bubbles is also in the top 5 for the moment. I mean, I'm trying. This car doesn't like doing that too much. Well, really, it seems like ever. Alright. Finder is in 2nd place. What is this? The real Daniel Suarez couldn't even do what Flandre is doing when he had Joe Gibbs equipment. Also, holy yikes, that was like bad. This is like not any better.
Clear eye, inside. There, Lola.
Why are we so bad in 1, but so fast in 3, AI? Make up your mind, please, so I know what to do. Why is my car so bad in 3 and so good in 1? That's another question worth asking.
Inside. All right, you're clear. Hold your line.
Okay, Bubbles, where was this, like, I don't know, any other point in time? You just suddenly decided that you have a good car? For, like, the first time in your career? Why does it have to be now?
Still there.
Why? What the hell? Why weren't you doing that when you were on my inside? This is literally intentional at this point. I'm being personally assaulted. No chance of catching up with her in 3 and 4. But then we just like slam the brakes like we're a touring car as soon as we hit 1. What is the AI? What is their malfunction? I don't understand. I'm gonna end up 5th in the stage rather than like 3rd because Bubbles is freaking sporadic.
That'll get the job done, driver.
They're the same exact corner, I'm pretty sure. Why are the AI going 12 miles an hour slower in 1 and 2 than they are 3 and 4?
Ready here.
Are they not actually the same turn?
Car outside.
Because when I take them, they do certainly feel like they are.
Hold your line.
Fuck
Got
you.
one outside. Clear high, bud. You got room. You're
I'm
clear.
sorry, Phoenix. You've not incited my anger, and yet you get run into because I'm just like... metaphorical steam is coming out of my ears. Keep turning in lane, and I still caught up with my dad anyway, because the AI don't seem to understand what turn 1 is. But then again, I don't seem to understand what turn 3 is. I keep screwing it up just as badly as they screw up too, so... I guess it evens out, but it just like... So ironically, I have won 2 league races in my NASCAR Heat 5 career. One of them was an Xfinity race here. Mind you, it was because the guy that was actually leading blew a tire, but a win is a win. Especially for me, who's probably not going to get very many in my lifetime, I'm going to take all the NASCAR wins and, outside of SRS I can get. Alright, so my dad and I are like dead even on pace. I'm ready for it now. It's like random slam on brake moments. If only I could like ever comprehend how to enter 3. I mean, I guess that's a start, but I got on the throttle too early.
Yellow flag.
Okay. Finally getting into rhythm, and I get blue balls by cautions for the 43rd time this season. Like, seriously.
Going green. Almost ready. Time to go. Car outside.
Even when they benefit me directly, there's never been a conveniently timed caution. Like, that doesn't either screw me over, or, like, inconvenience me in a major way, or just, at the very minimum, throw me off. Yes, good idea. Run the outside. Make it easier for me to escape before I reach turn 1. I guess I'm going about that same speed in the corners. It's just a matter that I don't drop speed so dramatically than the AI do. Or compared to what the AI do when they go through turn 1. Like, they enter, like, a normal speed, and then they just, like, slam the brakes, like, right in the middle of the corner. Like, it's like they literally brake at the apex instead of braking on entry. They let off on entry and brake when they're, like, 55% of the way through the turn, and it's just, like, jarring. But you'd never notice that they're doing it when they're in my mirror, because I don't think they are. I think it literally feels like it's only the AI in front of me that does that. Frame skip. We haven't seen many of those in this race, to be fair. But, like, most games, you don't see any of them at all. I also happen to know, previous experience of this track, the tires will want you to die once they get below 50%. And your car will start sliding everywhere. That is why I'm on setup 5 instead of 6 or 7 like I probably could be, not knowing that.
Yellow's out.
Oh my god. And Monica's out. I guess this reduces the number of laps, so it does reduce the likelihood that I will get tire problems. Because now I think we have like 3 to go. It's basically NASCAR overtime, but also not really. Like overtime, but not. Excellent commentary. Excellent turning as well. Oh, I'm gonna die for that, aren't I? Okay, need to not do that on this lap. Because if I leave the inside open even slightly, I know it's a Penske driver there, and for whatever reason, Penske driver AI just like to just lick the stamp and send-o-matic as soon as they see even half a lane open on the inside. But Taylor's not going to get that chance, and I'm going to take another victory at Iowa. Despite the difficulty being higher in this particular instance, I feel like I earned this win a lot more than I did the other one. It only 101 speed rating, but the AI on 103, I just beat. Why did I do a burnout? Yeah, there's some advertisement for your Twitter hashtag, I guess. I don't know. Or Twitter handle. Is that the name? I don't have Twitter. Yeah, Bubbles is third. I feel like, I don't really know where this came from. I could probably explain it in-game, but as far as being Bubbles and not being Tyler Reddick, I don't know why Bubbles is suddenly like, oh yeah, I'm a competent driver now, and I'm not 29th in points. I say while literally holding a plushie of Bubbles. I don't question it. At one point, Jake was still in the top 10 toward the end of that race, and he just plummeted. DNF'd. Monica technically survived the race, even though she brought out that one caution. Points don't matter. Honestly, not much in the top 5 is really gonna change. Or top 4, or top 5 can change, but me and the Joe Gibbs cars are so far apart that that's not gonna. I don't think that even can change in one race. On this, Tyler literally did not score. And my dad got like a win and like 10 total stage points. He would have to finish 5th in both stages at least, and then win the race for that to change. Tyler obviously can't pass me. Kurt Wilde cannot pass my dad, and technically Thrasher could pass Kurt Wilde. But again, that would require quite a bizarre set of occurrences to happen. Bubbles is now 25th in points. I'm pretty sure she was 28th before this race. But that's not mathematically possible. She was 28th last time I looked, which I don't remember when I looked. So there you go. I guess it must have been like 26th, 27th, but I certainly don't remember her being that high either. I remember her being 28th, behind the 3. The last time I looked, so unless they got both passed by somebody before that, I don't know. At any rate, Taylor had the fastest lap. I don't even know what kind of lap times I was running. I was on such autopilot. Phineas led the most laps, and he didn't even get a top 5, remember, right? I was on the move. That tends to happen when I start 24th. And nobody major goes to the back, and that's the tough break. Natsuki dropping 18 places. Yeah, Phineas got 8th, despite leading all of those laps. He led like nearly half of the laps in the race, but barely got a top 10. And we will arrive at the final round.